Howdy folks, thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all doing okay today. So, talking about, the change in media and entertainment and public spaces and whatnot, I really think it's going to happen, and I don't like it. The thing is, if there were a handful of commonly held beliefs that, okay, you can have the craziest, most traditional, most innocent, most backwards thinking people concerning sex and ideology. And then again, you can have the people that, there's 57 different genders, that, boys can be girls, girls can be boys, we shouldn't gender people until they choose or whatever. I think that there should be common places where both are catered to. As an example, Disney movies. I don't think that, overly that, Disney movies should call out to, incredibly, Disney children's movies. They shouldn't call out to, incredibly woke gender ideology or to incredibly traditional gender roles or this or that. I think it just should be entertainment for kids and families. And I think that every company that jumps on we must speak out about this policy for the good of our employees or for whatever, I think that they do so at their own peril. And so what I mean by that, like 200 Disney employees basically walked off and tried to pressure the Disney executives into sounding off on the Florida Don't Say Gay bill. If I'm in charge of Disney by and large, like if I'm a chief officer, here is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to contact those employees and say you have 30 minutes to get back to your workstations. If not, in 35 minutes, there will be a job posting with your position on Monster or Indeed or whatever job site I use, and I will mail you your personal effects that you've left at work. That is exactly what I'm going to say to them. And then, one way or another, after I do that and whatever they end up doing, my move stays the same. The next thing I'm doing is I'm going to release a statement concerning that look, I am a entertainment company with the main brand Disney directed at entertaining small children. I'm not getting called to the political carpet to issue a statement on a bill that I may or may not disagree with. The shareholders of Disney, the pass holders for Disney, those that buy our movies and our tickets and our streaming services, probably don't care what I have to say about it. They want me to supervise the creation of content and services for their entertainment. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not getting called to... I wasn't elected to sound off on political issues, or I wasn't given this job to sound off on political issues, and so I'm not going to. I have my opinions about it, don't get me wrong. You may or may not agree with my opinions on it, and that's fine. And I may or may not agree with the majority of my customers' opinions on it, and that's fine. But I'm not going to get into a bickering match about it because 200 of my employees said I needed to. They work for me, not the other way around. Or they did work for me, not the other way around. So that's my take on it. I would not have let 200 employees and the Twitter mob call me to task on that. I would not have allowed 200 people to walk off in protest, and if they did, they could have kept walking. Because I do think that the entertainment space, by and large, whether it's TV, movies, music, whatever, sports, getting involved in politics reduces the common spaces that Americans can share. And what I mean by that is, okay, rewind 10, 20 years ago. If you wanted to have a group of your neighbors over to your house, or a group of friends, and have a party concerning a sporting event, hey, the game comes on Friday at 5 o'clock. We're going to watch the game on Friday at 5 or 6. I don't follow sports, so I don't have any idea what day they come on or not. So, someone leave it in the comments. I want to know. But anyway, you could have, a group of people come over to the house, and you might disagree on which team you're rooting for. But other than that, it's, you're all there to enjoy the sport, and no one is going to go to a political talking point during the game. It's all about the game. They're going to, post up interviews during halftime and whatever, or the halftime show, or, go over vital stats, or some, highlight reels of previous games, or slow-mo clips, or whatever. So everybody's just there watching the game, and politics aren't getting into it. And you might have people there that, are 50-50 split and die hard on both sides of the political aisle and disagree with each other about everything. But that's a place where no matter what you are for or against politically, you can all come together and appreciate each other's company. And nothing is about politics there. It's about the food, the atmosphere, the camaraderie amongst people cheering for whatever team, and enjoying watching people play the game at the highest level. Now, whether you agree with it or not, the politics of it, all sports sounds off politically. And whether you agree with the politics of it or not doesn't matter, but it's no longer a shared space where, hey, we're apolitical in what we say publicly, so we want to just have the broadest appeal possible. Okay, that's fine. Well, now we're voicing our political views anywhere that we can when the game's not actively being played at that moment. And we have opinions about that we're airing out publicly. That's going to alienate a lot of your crowd. I know people that are huge basketball fans that don't watch new games. They'll rewatch old ones to appreciate just how good players can be, but they don't watch the new games because political ideology has entered into so much of the commentary and so much of what's done. Turn on Sports Center and watch an hour of it, you're going to hear something about some sort of political disagreement. I don't think that belongs there. That's my opinion. So I just wish that politics would stay where politics belongs, and I wish that entertainment would stay where entertainment belongs, and things would stay in their own lane. If people want to, if players or commentators or whatever wanted to sound off about that, my opinion, what they should do is they should, sound off on just their social media, but it shouldn't enter into game day conversations. My opinion. I also don't think that at entertainment events, like the Golden Globes or the Oscars or whatever, I don't think that politics should really be there either. I think that it should be, if people want to have their opinions on their social media, that's fine. I can disagree with them. I can think they're stupid, but that's fine. But I don't think that from the political stage where they're addressing people on both sides of the aisle and on all sides of the political spectrum that they should be sounding off. It's just very alienating. And I think it's interesting that, the Oscars and the Golden Globes have lost ratings year over year over year over year, and they keep doing this stuff. That's my take. That's what I got on this one, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Catch y'all next time.